What's good, what's good, what's good? Aquí andamos on another amazing episode of Con Puros Compas Podcast. Su compa Carlos Rodríguez.
Y su compa el Bardo.
Hoy, antes de empezar aquí a presentarle al compa que está a mi izquierda, primero que nada queremos empezar dando las gracias al compa Fry y a mi compa Mechudo, que se quedaron a hacer overtime on this Friday night. Yes. Thank you for that. And we also want a big shout out to our boys from Casa Humilde. Este pinche 4-pack lo tenía ya guardado, bro.
Special.
Porque va a llegar el new batch. Va a llegar el new batch for season 6. So I got this little batch for us, little 4-pack for us. 211 or 211, lo que ustedes quieran. Pero a mis compas de Casa Humilde, July 16th, Casa Humilde Fest, at Rancho Lo Guzmán. Saludo para mi compa José y Javi López, que hoy la casa está llena de la gente de Durango para allá en el cuarto de atrás.
La gente del quemado.
Hay gente del quemado también esa noche aquí. Para la gente del quemado, Durango, el number one, saludos viejones para ustedes. Para mi compa José Cermeño, from motherfucking Mufflers, Ford Les, M4L, and Damon and Roscoe Village, you already know.
Para que les chequen la pipa.
Bro, please, bro. Esa pinche pipa, güey, vayan a...
Se la pongan más grande a la verga.
Sí, pinche pipita, güey, no mames. Está como esta putada. Mi compa César Meño, mention Con Puros Compas Podcast, and
les van a cobrar
you're going to get to meet him. You're going to get to meet Mexican Jay-Z, the sound guy for fucking El Guac Pod. But shout out to Mufflers for Less, shout out to my boys Casa Humilde. Muchísimas gracias. Y a ustedes que siguen cada semana estar con nosotros en el YouTube y en todas las plataformas que las escuchan, viejones. Salud para todos y ustedes, viejones. Continuamos, presentamos hoy a nuestro invitado, compadre, que we're debating if he was the youngest one on the pod. Pienso que he's tied for first in that category.
Yes, sir.
Un saludo y muchísimas gracias para mi buen amigo, el compa Luis Sanchez.
Yes.
Yes, sir. The real Luis Sanchez.
Ya sabes.
The real.
The fake one ya no hay. El fake one I
Yeah, I was going to say, like, is there a fake one?
You got canceled?
¿Qué pasó con ese compa?
I did, so I had to do 2 secret identities. So the fake one ya no está. I buried him 6 feet deep in Guanajuato, so yeah, he's done. So that's why the real Luis Sanchez.
I like how you did location and everything, bro.
Hey.
Yeah.
What did you do in Guanajuato that you buried him out there?
Bueno pues, so Guanajuato is famous for their mummies. So what I did is cut. No, shit.
Ah, shit.
What I did, we will not speak of because that is unspoken. But yeah, he's a mummy in Guanajuato. Ya no está aquí. My twin brother. I had to cut him in half because we were like jointed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, Siamese twins.
Yeah,
and
Siamese
shit.
twins.
Wow.
Cuéntame, compa Luis.
Muy bien, gracias, compa Carlos. Thank you guys for the invitation here. You know, to come and be on the other side of the mic. It feels good, you know.
I know.
to
Have
not
you
be
been
in
on the other side yet?
Yes, twice. This is my,
nice.
my third time, so yeah. So,
You're a fucking
so,
veteran.
yeah, a little pro at it, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Bro, well, we've been, we're excited to have you here, especially on a Friday night, because as you can see, Friday, viene
Party.
mucha gente por aquí.
Yeah, yeah.
Y se juntan y hacen, un pinche party cualquiera aquí, hijo. So, I'm glad that you're here today, bro, porque también pues, para platicar, machín, you know, I've met you a couple years ago, or a year and a half ago or so, maybe a year ago. A little bit more than a year ago, I think, right?
A year ago.
Mi compa Jesse had put me on with you, and you know, we kind of dabbled a little bit in a couple events here and there, but luego te dije, ¿sabes que este compa tiene algo? Aparte, es más importante lo que no tiene, güey, que lo que, bueno, en mi opinión, you know, es más importante lo que no tienes a lo que tienes, like, because when I see you, bro, you're not shy, bro, no tienes vergüenza, güey. So that is a plus, bro. Because, god damn it, bro, it's tough, especially, you know, you're this young, you're 21 years old. Here, let me give you a beer.
Oh, yeah. Que pasarle.
Sí, at 21, compa, I mean, este pedo, young dude, en todos los eventos, perros, salud, bro. Little EMG beer. Esa no la había probado, dijiste, ¿verdad? Hasta acá me charpeó la chingada, salud, bro.
Cheers, brother.
Para empezar bien, ahora sí.
Friday, bro.
Saludos a nuestros amigos de Casa Humilde Cervecería.
Sí,
Let's
hell
get
yeah,
it.
bro.
Hell yeah, just did a commercial and shit. Love it, dog. We kind of talked about you a little bit on
Yeah,
the
bro.
last pod, and I told compa, I'm like, not gonna lie, he reminds me of like a little Jesse or something, you know. I'm like, the voice is definitely fucking there for, well, obviously you do a little bit of radio, right?
A little bit, yeah. Yeah, so como empezó eso, pues I'm a college student right now, bro. So, I'm trying to look at, what's the next step. Y for me, pues, I'm majoring in communications right now. Y pues I want to be, my goal is to be the next face of Spanish broadcasting, whether that's media and sports, lo que sea, bro. I want my face to be everywhere. Billboards, Times Square, lo que sea. I want everybody to know who Luis Sanchez is. Y todo
When
eso,
did you,
bro.
and when, at what point in time in your life did you figure out, because you know what you want to do, which is another fucking thing that a lot of, when we go through that young era, not so many motherfuckers know what they want to do at your age. So when did you figure that out?
Como a los 2 años, bro.
Really?
Neta. Because, okay, so my mom had me when she was 16. Y pues my parents had me when they were very young. So, I grew up in the Duranguense era. I was born in 2003. So I grew up in the era right there. Y pues por ahí, they would always take me to bailes because they didn't have a babysitter.
I was about to ask
So-
that. Were you one of the fucking kids
Yeah,
and
bro.
shit?
I was one of the
Bailes?
kids.
Damn.
I was the kid who would be 3 chairs y ahí costado. But now, yeah, bro, pues, I feel like that's where I developed a love for music y todo eso. And I always wanted to be, desde chiquito I wanted to be an actor. Pero ya, like, during middle school and high school, I was like, como que el acting no, like, I really don't see myself doing that. Y pues, yeah, bro, de ahí, I kind of, like, always knew that I always wanted to be on TV or always be, like, pues on the microphone, algo así, representando, like, being an on-air personality and talent.
But what did you see, bro, that made you do it? Like, did you see somebody that just kind of, oh shit, that's what I want to do?
Not really, bro. It was just like kind of the idea of seeing all the bandas and everybody on stage, getting all dancing with it, and just having fun with it and being on stage. Just the idea of being on stage and having people cheer for you, and being that like people that everybody look at. I kind of wanted to be that person, though. So it wasn't really a specific person.
And now you're kind of like a goal is to be everywhere, like
Sí.
on TV. You're cool with like do you see yourself like a newscaster, like an anchorman, or is it more like not an actor? You said, like, how do you see yourself?
Lo que sea, bro. Honestly, because if you would have told me 2 years ago, bro, that I'd be interviewing, some of the biggest Spanish artists that we'll get into later, and having a radio show, bro, I would have thought you were crazy, bro. Yeah. Like, it's crazy, like how life works in a way that doors open up in 1 year, 2 years, and the next week. It's crazy. So, kind of just living for how it is, once I finish college y todo eso. But yeah, definitely I want to see myself, as a news anchor or something like that, being on the news and doing stories like that. But I don't know, bro. We'll see what happens, what doors open up and what opportunities are there, what all the hard work I've done.
Hey, you go to UIC?
I do.
UIC Flames?
UIC Flames, you already know.
Oh, yeah.
That's how I got the name for Radio Fuego. Because I was like, damn, like I got to get a decent name for the radio show. So I went into Google Translate, and I was like, what is Flames, the mascot of UIC? Translated. Yeah, pues salió Fuego. And I was like, pues Radio Fuego.
Yeah, makes sense.
Sounds badass. Yeah, pues ahí quedó.
So you started that,
Sí.
show, huh?
Yeah, I started that my freshman year in April of 2022. Yeah, so last year. I've only been in this industry for like over almost a year now. Year and a half almost.
So prior to you there, UIC no existía?
No, nothing like that.
Just a radio station. Like
Just a
the
radio station
college
there.
one.
People would have their, radio station, and they would play whatever music they wanted. But when I was going in there, I was like, damn, like it'd be badass to have my own radio show. Yeah, pues, I wanted it to be where it only featured like Spanish music because they play the music in the hallways, they play like in the school and everything like that.
Okay.
So I'm like, throw something new at these people that they never listen to. UIC is a diverse college. It's got a lot of people in there, so why not throw in some of the local artists here and there, and mainstream artists so they can get aware of what's out there.
Is that what pretty much you do then? Like when you go on there, ¿qué es tu horario allí o cómo trabajas ese pedo?
So ahorita we're on a little bit of a break, but
Yeah.
how it was is I remember I started for Wednesdays from 11 to 12. They only gave me an hour of show time, and so de ahí, it was my first time doing radio, so I didn't know what I was doing either. I didn't have anybody to guide me or anything like that. So de ahí I had my whole script written up of what I was gonna do from 11 to 12, like hours, what time I was gonna play this song and that song. I already had my songs already picked out. Yeah, that was like that for like I want to say a good month, and I was like, damn, pues estaría bien. There's a lot of talent here in Chicago, so I was like, let me make this TikTok video. Yeah, pues ese TikTok video went a little bit viral, and I was like, hey, ando buscando grupos to come onto my radio show and like have like an estilo Pepe's office.
Oh yeah, it's in that.
Yeah,
I
pues,
remember it too.
yeah, pues a lot of people were like were fucking with it. A lot, they were like grupos from Texas, from New Jersey, Wisconsin, and like, a lot of pretty much all the groups that were right here in Chicago. They were like, yo, we're down. Yeah, pues I'm like, damn, like I have this opportunity here to make something. Yeah, pues le eché ganas, and gracias a Dios, sí pegó.
Yeah, it's been working out.
Yeah, it's been working.
And
out.
that works just like on a school, like by semester kind of thing. So like right now you're on break.
No, pues I could do it in the summer too. Nomás que I've been busy with Michelada Fest and a couple other things. Todo eso, but yeah, next week we're gonna start back.
You're gonna go back.
Uh huh.
Oh, that's badass, bro. Yeah, ¿y cuánto? What are you? A junior?
I'll be a junior in the fall. Yeah.
Sheesh.
Todavía me faltan 2 años más. 2 años más, bro.
Imagínate la pinche fiestona, compa la verga.
That's funny because I'm working in a fucking at Loyola right now, and I fucking just go into the dorms and I think about like, man, I just imagine all the fucking party, all the banging.
Surprisingly,
that
bro,
goes on here,
not
there.
that I know of. There's like no UIC parties. And if there is, it's probably like pues a whole different like industry. Like puros DJs, todo eso. I feel like if I were to go, like I wouldn't mess with it. But I feel like
Or
I
like
have
a
more
paisa
fun.
party, like
Yeah, I'm gonna say hace falta un paisa party at UIC, but.
Tiene que ver gente.
Alate.
¿Ah?
No, there is
Luego.
definitely.
Okay.
There's definitely paisas at UIC and todo eso. There's people that go up to me, they're like, yo, bro, and like, can I get a picture with you? And I'm just like, oh, pues sí. But it's awkward. Like I'm in my sweatpants, my Crocs, my hoodie and shit. I'll be in fodongo and everything like that. All fucking like just woke up to like come here and shit.
And then where did you grow up then, bro?
I grew up in Lyons, but most of my time I spent growing up in Berwyn. So I
shit.
claim Berwyn. So for my Berwyn Cicero people, saludos.
Oh yeah,
Are
Berwyn.
you a Cubs fan?
Hell no.
Ooh.
Good?
Hell no.
What if the Cubs
Like
want to
that.
hire you though? You're a Cubs fan? Yeah,
Nah,
right.
bro.
You would-
for-
you
if the
wouldn't
Cubs
take the
if the
job?
Cubs would hire me as an announcer, bro, I feel like the next day, okay, yeah, I'll accept the job. White Sox tat right here.
Really?
You
Yeah,
should just
bro.
get it anyways,
I
bro.
know, right? I'll soon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get that soon.
It sounds like that's something you
But
want.
yeah, no.
right
Oh,
there.
so you like the office space. There's not one Cubs thing in here.
Puro Southside. Puro Southside.
Yeah. Love it.
Not only because it's the colors of the team, but just grew up always being a White Sox fan, and it's been a disgrace to be a Cubs fan.
I love it. Take advantage of it, bro.
Yeah.
Take advantage of the time and fucking hell yeah. Shout out to the guys.
Escuela de
Yeah,
rancho.
nomás.
Oh yeah. ¿Va con las viejas o qué?
Invitan.
Wow,
Make
pussy.
sure to close it. Yeah, bro, es otro pedo, un pinche pedo también, bro. Pinche, the fact that you grew up in Lions. When did you start following the paisa music, bro?
Pues
¿Can I paisa?
Yeah.
Regional.
regional mexicano.
No, pues que.
No, pues.
I don't let
Durango
you say
es
beaner.
paisa. Oh yeah.
No.
Well, I don't.
We'll talk about that right now with,
Alright.
with my guy right
Is that
here.
another one?
Yeah.
So, pues like I said, my parents always took me growing up like listening to like Duranguense y todo eso. So from right there, ya estaba. I was right there not drinking. Mira,
2 years old. I was
empezando
drinking.
con la teta.
I mean, yeah.
Mexico wise, where are they from?
Mexico. My dad's from Guanajuato. Saludo a toda la gente de San Pablo, Jerecuaro, Guanajuato, and then my mom's from San Luis Potosí, which I really don't see that gets too much love over here.
There's
I
not
really-
too many people.
Yeah, not too many,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
they're out there. Saludos.
Yeah,
toda la
they're
gente de
there.
San Luis
Saludos para la
Potosí.
gente de Cerritos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, desde chiquito, listening to Duranguense. I was a big fan of Trilly Saragan growing up with the banda era when that started también. Y ya pues cuando entré a middle school, I went to a school that was like a little bit like white. So it was like half of it was white and half of it was Hispanic. So ahí estaba acostumbrado to listen to rap music. Yeah, that's where I had like just stopped listening to Mexican music in general. And it wasn't until I was gonna have to go to high school to go to Morton. Yeah, pues Morton, it's like 99.9% fucking Hispanics.
East,
West.
West.
Yeah, with those models. But yeah, so I'm like, damn, like I don't want to go to Morton. I'm like, I'm trying to go to LT, which was like 90%. I know. It's because like, bro,
90% Mexican.
it's because
Not
99.9, 99.9. No, it's because like all my family members went there. No, everybody had dropped out. They were saying the stereotypes of it's a bad school. People were fighting there, stuff like that. So I was like, fuck. I'm like, I'm not trying to go there, you know? Like, it sounds like a damn jail and shit, fucking zoo. I'm like, I'm not trying to, and no offense, Morton, if you're watching this, but no, yeah. And I was like, damn, I'm like, I'm trying to go to like a Catholic school or LT. I told my parents, yeah, they're like, pues, yeah, we'll try and do it. Yeah, pues, we seen it was like impossible to get into like a different school. And pues, I'm like, fuck it. I'm like, I got to go to Morton. And I was like 2 weeks late into like the school year because I was trying to get into a different school and stuff like that because I didn't want to go there. Yeah, pues, when I found out that, yeah, in reality I had to go there, pues I'm like, fuck, I'm like, I gotta fit in somehow. I'm like, I mean, obviously I started like some of my classmates that were gonna go from my middle school, but it's like middle schools from all over Berwyn coming together and shit. It's like a big ass school now. So I'm like, damn, I gotta listen to Mexican music now to fit in and shit. That's what I thought.
That's what the mindset was.
That's what the
Damn.
mindset was.
Oh shit.
And pues ahí entré a Spotify and I just searched a banda. Yeah, pues Banda de Mesa came out. Yeah, pues I'm like, I started listening to the older songs. Yeah, pues I kind of got hooked on the románticas a little bit. Yeah, pues listening to Banda ahí empezó un
So
poquito.
this is high school.
This is like high school, yeah, freshman year high school. Yeah, pues that's when it really started, bro.
That's
really
when it started.
Yeah, pues then I really liked the Mexican music, and I was like I said, I was into the románticas areas, and then I think from right there, I started getting familiar with Ariel Camacho, Alta Consigna, and then from there, it was the Corridos Verdes era, which I really liked, which was Legado Siete, Arsenal
yeah.
Efectivo. So, hey.
You want to take a smoke?
Oh, eso no hago. No,
No?
I do not partake in any medical cannabis activities.
Well, that was actually the cool thing about that little era of the Corridos
Yeah.
Verdes that, you know, not a lot of people, or even people who didn't smoke,
Uh-huh.
dug the music, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you didn't have to be a smoker.
Yeah.
True, true. Yeah, pues ahí me gustaba mucho la música, and I feel like right there is what got me into like the corridos aspect of music y todo eso, and I'm like, damn, like this is badass. Yeah, pues my dad was like, hey, get into this, get into that. Yeah, pues I started getting into like the viejitas, where Chalino Sanchez, el Halcón de la Sierra, all those old groups, todo eso que todavía pegan in my playlist, Tucanes, everything like that. Y pues excuse me, just getting a love for music. Like I feel like my mom grew me up on reggaeton, on Spanish rock. Yeah, my dad showed me the corridos, rancheras, todo eso. So I had like a little bit of everything. So right now I listen to everything, bro. Like there's not one specific genre I listen to. You'll catch me at 3 p.m. listening to Primavera, and like an hour I'll be listening to Luis Miguel, and then in an hour I'll be listening to Maná, and then in another hour I listen to fucking Chalino. So it's like it's whatever my mood changes and todo
Yeah.
eso. So I'm not picky with music. I'm really open to music. It speaks to me in a big way.
Fuck yeah, you can tell me. You can tell that you fucking you be fucking with everything.
Yeah.
Damn, I had to push. I forgot what
What?
I was gonna say. I forgot what I was gonna say. I was gonna say something that I forgot. That shit got me a little bit.
It's kicking up.
Y entonces cómo empezaste cuando empezaste a hacer las interviews para los concerts? Because I know that was kind of recent too, right?
Sí, sí. Uh-huh. So like I said, how I started the radio station is I was interviewing the artists, the local artists aquí de Chicago. And pues part of that, I wanted it to be like Pepe's Office, like I always said, where
Yeah.
I wanted them to, play live and, do an interview también. Ya pues de ahí, I reached out to Michelada Fest. And I was like, hey, I DM'd them. I was like, yo, can I be your host this year for Michelada Fest? Because I seen the flyer, blowing up. I seen Código FN was going to be on there. Bronco, mi banda el mexicano. So I was like, damn, se va a poner bueno. This is my, an opportunity to get out there. Y pues, I shot them a message, and they left me on scene. And I was like, okay, fuck it. Well, they're looking at my message. I'm like, so let me keep going. So yeah, I'm like, hey, I see you guys see my message. I'm like, I think this is a good opportunity for us to work together. I'm like, let's do it. Let's make it happen. Let's talk. I'm like, let me show you what I can do. Yeah, pues, they left me on scene again. Yeah, I got a private message from mi compa Osvaldo. Saludo. And he was like, hey, he's like, we already have a host. Shout out Jesse El Grandote.
Yeah, shout out.
And he's like, we already have a host. He's like, but I see that you already interview local artists. He's like, so he's like, why don't you are you interested in helping us interview like the main artists over here? I was like, damn, like I never thought about that. I'm like, yeah, hell yeah, I'm down. I think that's even better than hosting in a way.
Yeah.
So yeah, de ahí empezó. That was my big breakthrough. Getting into that industry of interviews, stuff like that. Yeah, pues de ahí I liked it, and I liked you know, interacting with the artists in a way and stuff like that. So, yeah, after that, you know, whatever flyers I seen people coming to town, I was like, I would shoot the managers a message, shoot the artists a message, shoot like the venue place, you know, to try and get an interview. And it was tough for like a good like 4 months. It was tough, you know, just trying to fight in there and, you know, try and get some sort of like credentials, you know, to get in there and todo eso.
Yeah.
And then yeah, pues ahorita I've been working with Via Tu Música, and they've been allowing me to, you know, go with them and allow them to get media access for them for all the artists they bring to us. So that's kind of what I've been up to lately. Todo eso.
Hell yeah, bro. I see you at the fucking theater shows, bro.
Yeah, the Rosman Theater sí se pone bueno aquí. My dad was telling me, he's like, man, he's like, eso es lo que hace falta, you know, like back in the day there was nothing really like this. It was mucho like just baile like at the Aragon and shit.
Oh
and
yeah,
all
yeah.
that
Like
stuff,
the
you know?
that's another concept, right? Where the fucking the concerts are just taking over.
Yeah, bro.
How do you like that? I mean, you're there a lot, so I mean,
It depends, bro. Because there's certain artists that can see, yeah, it's a good show, and there's some artists that are not. Like Alacanes were there,
they're not for that. You
and
feel like
like
Because you wanna
Alacanes,
dance,
yeah,
right?
right, obviously. And
Especially
then,
Alacranes.
and then I see like I'm backstage, so I'm on the side of the stage, and I see people like dancing and stuff, and I see the like, security guards telling them like, hey, stay in your section and shit. But it's like, man, like you can't help yourself to dance to this. But like a concert like Huisillos that they just had recently, like a Primavera concert. It's more, you know, for your parents, for your grandparents, and for all ages. But I mean, like, it's a concert where, you know, laid back and you're there enjoying it, getting nostalgia and stuff like that, you know. So certain shows, you know, right audience, right crowd, and you know, I think it's a good idea. You know? I like it because I mean, if you're going there to just have a good time, and you know, it's better than like Plaza Garibaldi if you're going like outside and you're all the way in the back to pay like general admission. You know?
Yeah, it's more intimate. It's better. You're
better seats.
Motherfucking air conditioning, that motherfucker.
Oh yeah. Nope, that's
Yeah,
a big
theater's
one.
badass, man.
No.
It's a good show.
Especially during the winter time when it gets slow
Yeah,
during
it's
the baile
different.
season.
Yeah, it's a different feel for it, bro. But you get to step on that, you know, that place. I mean, it's iconic and everything, and along with the artist, and then the local artists here, porque you become like this young generation figure, you know, like you're associated with all the young bands, you know, up and coming bands, porque pues obviamente siempre se dice el talento de Chicago y muchos grupos, y I've always said, look, there's a lost talent in what we call animador, right, from back in the day. It's a lost talent, bro. Like that's what hosts do.
Sí.
Not too many. Big shout out to obviously Jesse Grandote we mentioned. Big shout out to I don't know if you're familiar with Eddie Ortiz.
No, I don't know.
Edgar Ortiz is a monster at you know at being a host. It's just a lost talent, man. I think that it's a difficult thing to do.
I feel like not everybody can do it. I've seen like DJs that try to do it, but like they, you know, they do the basics like "Onda las mujeres solteras,"
Right.
and you know they get like a little pop out of it. But like it takes a lot to, you know, like, to go out there and, you know, get a crowd hyped up and make them have fun and todo eso. You know?
Yeah, and then you're fucking like full of fucking energy,
Oh,
bro. Because
yeah.
I remember that when we collabed and did that Remix Festival.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I told Albert, like, bro, when does this guy stop? Bro, all fucking night, bam, just going down. Like, it's cool.
Funny story about that event. It was supposed to finish like at 10, I think, but like everybody was having a good time.
They got an hour, right?
Yeah, Whopper, man, me and Whopper, we have such good chemistry. That's my favorite DJ to work with here in Chicago.
Shout out.
because
Oh, yeah.
shout out
Shout
Whopper,
out
man,
Whopper.
because every time when we've done the kermeses, when we've done the festivals, todo eso, like whenever, like we just know like what to make and what the crowd's hype up and todo eso, you know, like, or like if I tell him like to lower the music, I'll give him like a little head nod and he'll do it already. So me and him, our chemistry is crazy.
Did you meet him that day? At
Um,
Remix? Was that when you guys met or no?
No, it's a funny story. Him and my mom went to high school.
Oh, shit. That's badass.
So he would always DJ at my family parties and
Oh,
shit.
Really?
Yeah, that's cool.
wow.
On my mom's side of the
yeah.
parties, he would always DJ, and I'm like, damn, he's badass and everything. Like that.
Damn, there you
I was
go.
a little
fucking
kid
love
listening to
it.
it. and
That's
so-
crazy.
So yeah,
That is a crazy sight.
But the first time I met him, it might have been at one of the kermeses actually. I think one of those
Okay.
was first, todo eso. But yeah, no, it was really cool working with that. But yeah, after that Remix event, it had ended like at 10. I was like, well, fuck it. I'm like, I still got energy. I'm ready to party. And Whopper was like, fuck it, let's get this crowd going, because there were still hella people there. Ya lo último,
Yeah.
pues, Banda Estrategia had just finished playing, and I was like, well, fuck it. I'm like, let's play some music. I'm like, let's get lit. Ya, pues ahí, we were there dancing and todo eso, and being lit, bro. I had fun that day. It was a badass day.
It was a fun day.
Yeah.
We're hoping we do it again this
Hell
year.
yeah.
I'll let you know. And eso andamos en lo del pinche date para el remix thing.
Sí.
Bro, and then now, so you know, the evolution of fucking Luis Sanchez from when I met him, and we had a conversation here in the middle of this floor right here.
room.
And I'm like, well, now I see you, and I'm like, oh, this guy's doing this fucking taco thing, which is also cool.
Oh, yeah.
And well, it's cool to
taco
see you
bro.
suffer,
Hey,
right?
thank you.
Because at the end of the day, it's like, oh shit, this guy really is not a picante kind of guy. And
No,
shit.
hell no.
You go hard though. You do put the whole fucking.
I have to, bro. You know,
man.
even
Hell
though
yeah.
I'm not
I
good with
definitely
spicy
wouldn't
food.
if I was on there.
Man, bro.
I feel like I watched that Ramiro one like that.
I'm about to say
he
we
was
just
putting a
recorded
little
one.
bit,
We just
yeah.
recorded one with Ramiro, and he would barely put any sauce. I'm like,
That would be
yeah. I'm
me.
like, ponle todo, ponle todo.
You
That
barely
would be
put a
me.
drop on there.
Hell yeah.
Man, and then we just had this new sauce on there. Okay, so Tapatio's Scoville units, which is like spice level, is 1,200. All right. So the new hot sauce that we have, which is the last one that we do, is 1.3 million Scoville units. So it's super spicy, bro. It's got like Carolina Reapers. Like I don't even know what the hell is in there, but it's just super spicy, bro. Like, and so usually like when I don't see a reaction out of the person that we're doing, I'm like, all right, well fuck it, we got to take a last dab and we got to like actually try the sauce like right on the tongue, and that's when it gets hot. That's when it gets spicy.
The fucking I've seen a good amount of them. I like your little. I was gonna have a fucking spelling bee contest
Oh,
with you and
shit.
Bart. I was gonna be like, have you seen he does?
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
gonna
Are you smarter than
have
a fifth
you
grader?
guys
Oh,
battle it
man.
out.
I would've
think
been
was
ready.
smarter than a fifth grader,
I love it when you do the fucking.
especially
spelling.
right now.
Every time.
With the
No, but you look scared.
Yeah,
Like, no,
yeah,
don't
let's
do
not
it.
Let's not do this.
Motherfucker putting a Ramiro with how many days in the
Yeah,
year?
I'm not
Like,
I'm
I'm
confused.
confused right now, I'm
Yeah,
confused.
I'll be like, I don't know how to spell in Spanish, bro. Oh yeah.
So
I
you're
bet,
not down for the spelling bee?
All right. How many?
we'll try it.
Between you two, how many letters are in the English alphabet? Go.
26.
Oh shit. Oh, he locked in. All right. How many letters are in the Spanish alphabet?
I don't know that one.
Yeah, so you'll know.
Is there like 28? 28?
28 is that? I don't even know. Me sé por
Sure.
allá.
28?
No, maybe
I was
more.
gonna say
no?
31.
Because you got ñ, che, double L.
Eñe. Che. La chapiza.
So
La
that's 3 more.
CH la pizza.
Hell yeah.
What is the longest river in the world?
The Nile?
Correct.
No,
What is-
pinche Bart, bro. Ya
I'm
viene
actually.
listo,
Yeah,
güey.
yeah.
Everything that's helping
Keep
him.
going, keep
What is
going.
what is the biggest bone in the human body?
The femur.
Correct.
That one was on that.
Yeah,
But I knew it. When I heard it that day, I knew it. I'm like, it's the femur.
When you mix yellow and blue together, what colors do you get?
Green.
Pues, ni lo deja acabar, primo. A
come
huevo.
Am I smart? Am I smarter than a fifth grader?
Fuck them
Yeah,
fifth
bro.
graders.
Sí pasó, sí
Fuck
pasó.
those fifth.
Fuck them fifth graders.
Fuck those kids.
Go to
right?
the next level, Louis.
Oh,
Fuck
man.
that.
Yeah, I want to be smarter than a seventh grader.
You're a seventh grader? A ver. The first people that celebrated Thanksgiving were called what?
Pilgrims.
Shit, correct? You're doing good right now.
Eres un monstruo.
Animals that only eat meat are known as what?
Carnivores.
Fuck.
I should've
Who
went
am
to
I
college,
sitting
right?
next to all this time?
Einstein.
Did you know this? You know how you
Baby Einstein G. Baby E. Last one, bro. Hit
Lil
him
E.
with a good one, Louis.
Let me see. Let me
Hit
think.
him with a fucking hard one, bro.
I think
The longest wall in the world is located where?
the Great Wall of China.
You got the audience, bro. A
the, great,
huevo.
the Great Wall of China.
Great Wall of China. Okay. Last one por aquí.
About to pass 6th
All right,
grade.
I got you right here. Ready? Name all 5 Great Lakes in the U.S.
Erie, Superior, Lake. Erie, Superior.
Wait, hold on.
Hold on. Erie,
Uh,
Superior, Michigan. Ah, fuck.
Opa, he just gave you one.
Huh? Huron? Yeah. Oh, wait, he
Huron.
said it. Huron? No? What did I say?
You said Erie, Superior.
Michigan? Huron?
Okay. Una más.
Ah, fuck. I can't think of the fifth one. Fuck.
Did you get? Wait, you said what? You said
Erie, Huron, Superior, Michigan,
Ontario.
Ontario. Damn, I fucking thought of that
The
too.
the
And I'm like,
acronym-
that's not right.
It spells.
Fuck!
It
I knew
spells.
it.
It spells homes.
Wah,
So
wah,
it's
wah.
what is it?
Oh, home.
Ontario or what the fuck? Oh yeah, no man.
Yeah, now come on, bro.
Huron, Ontario, Michigan, Erie, and then Superior. Holmes.
okay, damn, see?
Holmes.
I didn't remember like
I
that.
didn't even know that shit.
But I was close. I got 4 out of 5,
Yeah,
bro.
not bad. You see-
And I did think Ontario in my head. I swear to God, I thought it. And then I'm like, no, that's not right. That's in Canada.
That sounds wrong. and
But
shit.
duh, that is up there. Fuck. Retard. Oh, shit. Maybe I shouldn't have said that, right? Retard. They don't
Oh,
use
yeah.
that no more, right?
No,
Fuck.
Bad
you don't
word.
say that word anymore. Don't say the R word.
Going back to the artists and stuff that you've gotten to interview, who's your favorite, bro?
Oh man, that's a question
Like,
I get a
which of
lot,
that
bro.
Have you enjoyed the most? or
Oh, bro, there's so many that I like, bro. It's like, I don't know, the follow up question, I'd be like, oh, okay, well, I'm like, I like all of them, and then the follow up question I get is, all right, well, who's the one that you dislike, or like, who's the one that's giving you like a bad reaction? Y todos me, like, so far, like, have me portaron bien, like, oh, todo buena gente. The only person que like I expected the reaction that I got was Luis R. Yeah, because I mean he's a little bit more like reservado. He's more like laid back, tranquilo. I think he was drunk too. I don't know, but yeah, I so whenever I do my artist interviews, I like to do research to show like how they're gonna respond to a different question. Because you know there's some artists que like if you ask them about that topic, you know they're gonna get mad and they won't answer it, or you know. If you ask them like a question que like has too much thought in it, like they'll answer like simple. So you know, just doing my research on what questions to ask. So I know for him, I was like, okay, let me ask more like simple questions. Todo eso. Yeah, pues I was like, oh, like what did you think of Chicago? He's like, no, pues Chicago es una cosa bien bueno, me gusta y todo eso. But yeah, but favorite like interaction would be with most recently in February with Tony Melendez, Primavera. Really cool experience with him. His manager was rushing us. He's like, okay, he's like, más va a ser un minuto la entrevista. And I was like, okay, cool. You know, like whenever they tell me that, you know, you don't argue with that because you know you're trying to get it. And we ended up talking for 10 minutes straight, recorded, and it was badass. So you know, for him to be able to talk to me like that and just interacting todo eso, you know, I asked him. I was like, how do you feel that my younger generation is still like listening to your generation of music and stuff like that? He's like, no, it's a badass feeling. He's like, shout out to your parents. He's like, for raising you on that type of music and todo eso. He's like, you know, he's like, thank you. He's like, keep you listening to Primavera. And I was, yeah, you know, that's probably my favorite one right now because it was just so like nostalgic and iconic, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's definitely a good one.
Old dude, fucking spitting some good shit.
Yeah,
Tony's badass, way.
Oh, sí. Canta
Yeah.
bien, perro.
How do you like are you into the Peso Pluma and like, how do you feel about that?
At first, I was like, when he dropped Siempre Pendientes with Luis R, I was like, oh, okay, you know, this is okay. But then, like, the whole era came out, and like, there was an era when he barely dropped the AMG, and I was like, oh, like what the fuck is this? Like, we're going back to the Corridos Tumbados era, which was okay. And pues yeah, like after a while of just being on TikTok so much and scrolling through it, and all his songs are being used on like reels and everything like that, it was like, pues damn, like, you know, this song's kind of catchy. Let me add it to my playlist. So ahorita, you know, I'm kind of like in between. I'm not a big fan of him, but I mean, I don't dislike him either. He's okay, you know. Unos songs por ahí, only like a few. Me gusta mucho El Azul right now. I like that song a lot.
You do.
And Azul.
With
That's a good song.
Junior H.
Yeah.
That was a big
see,
TikTok one too, you know? Huge.
There's not that beef going on with that guy
Oh,
too,
sí,
right?
one
Peso
where-
Pluma and
That's what I was
J.O.P.
gonna say. I'm like,
Wait.
he's probably Team JOP and shit.
I don't know.
Probably. No?
No sé. I think I'm like, it's a pick between J.O.P. and Peso Pluma. I don't know. I'll probably say Fuerza Regida because I've always been
Yeah.
rocking with them, like I said, since the Corridos Verdes era. So,
How about you,
more loyal to Fuerza Regida.
Camps?
No, I explained on the last week's episode that I'm, you know, more just like, I'm a fan of JOP. He's a shit. They're fucking badass. He gives a badass show too. I went to go see him. When I went to go see him, I've respected him way more because I'm like, that's a badass show. You know, some people you go see and it's more
not all
hype.
that, yeah,
you know,
uh-huh.
Some artists, you know, a lot of artists nowadays are pretty good. But
Sí, sí, sí.
like he was, to me, I'm like, oh shit, that was good, you know. So I haven't seen Peso.
Quien
you know,
sabe?
hopefully I
He's
get to
coming.
see-
It's
I'm-
crazy.
yeah,
He
yeah,
sold
yeah.
out 10 minutes at the Rosemont Theater in September.
Yep.
And then he opened up a
Yeah.
new show in July. So,
Yep.
I mean, that one's in the air. I bet if we interview him soon in July.
Man, that'd be badass.
That was
I
a good
hope,
one.
bro.
Fucking great.
Hopefully, I bet him.
I hope.
I've been in talks with some connects. Y pues, yeah, pues I built a little bit of a resume. So, yeah, it's a little bit easier for me to reach out to people now and kind of be like, yo, can I get this? Todo eso.
Yeah.
I mean, that's badass because he's
Well,
definitely
He's on top of
He's
the
up
world
there.
right now,
He's
bro.
on top of the world,
I seen
bro.
a comment. What are your guys' thoughts on that? I seen a comment under his most recent song. He just came out with Frontera. Someone said like, man, anything that Peso Pluma will hop on will make it a hit.
Yeah.
What is your guys' thoughts on
I
that?
think right now, yeah, he's the guy because I think he's not even just like I think like regional. He's fucking huge everywhere. Everybody.
It's like
is
he-
fucking with Peso Pluma on both sides, like American and
Yeah.
fucking. Latino or
He's
whatever,
on a different
you
level
know?
right now because when you look at when Nathaniel Cano when he made the transition to like the urbano side of
Yeah.
music with Bad Bunny and like the no, he didn't really like no pegó ahí, so that's why
Yeah.
he's kind of going back to his roots a little
Yeah.
bit. But him, he dropped La Bebé and it's kind of it
Yeah.
sounded decent.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a good style for him. He pues
And he's about to be on some other shit, isn't he?
I think so.
Yeah, something
yeah.
else.
I think
forgot
he's got a
what
rap
group.
song coming out too, or something like that with some rapper right now.
He's definitely got it.
It's crazy.
It's. I think sometimes it's even because his voice obviously is not. It's
the
different.
back.
It's
It's
not.
like
It's
ra-
not
it's
like he's a.
raspy,
Yeah,
you
it's
know.
not like he's a great
Las
singer.
morras.
Yeah, but it's the persona. It's the whole.
Yeah.
It's the whole thing.
This whole era
Yeah.
of how it's happening, the Bélico and Chaka era,
Yeah.
everything like that. But yeah, when I went
like
to the Eslavon concert to interview them, a lot of people I was in the crowd with, not only Mexicans, I seen a lot of white people, African Americans that were there.
Yeah,
todo
they're
eso.
huge- they're huge.
And I got to get an interview with them. It's funny, and I'm like, yo, what are you doing here? And they're like, yo, bro, I love Peso Pluma and Eslavon Armado. And I'm like, a ver, cántame un pedacito, and I'll be like, compa, and they're like, they'll sing it like in Spanish, though. So I'm like, damn, like that's badass that people are learning Spanish to
Hell
listen
yeah.
to the music, todo eso. It's
That's another
Good-
thing.
good
bro.
time.
It's definitely in the.
good time for the
fucking-
paisas right now.
That's
Yeah.
another thing that motherfuckers when they hear it, they should remember this time way, because this is like the beginning
Of a new
of
era.
that way.
Yeah.
O sea, to us, it's like holy shit, it's new. Like, yeah, obviously, we've never seen it, but like in 10 years, it's gonna be a norm way.
Yeah.
Like,
What-
that's what it's gonna be Spanglish
crazy.
songs
Yeah.
way. It's gonna be like
I mean, and
that's
it's,
where
what
it's
is
at.
it? 1 year in, and he's on fucking Jimmy Fallon. Like
Yeah, of
that's
course,
just
exactly.
crazy.
Crazy, yeah.
Exactly, exactly.
And that's how you know because he became an absolute like worldwide. Like everybody who
That-
who this motherfucker is. And
On top of the fact, bro, that the big stars right now are American born, like the
Yeah.
JLP.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
for them, they're las dos lenguas las
Embracing the-
manejan
yeah.
bien, bro. They can fucking speak to double the amount of people that
Yeah.
Lalo Mora back in the 70s
Exactly.
could only talk to. Yeah, he's not
Plus,
gonna speak to the
he
English
was out here
speaker.
grabbing titties and shit. So it's hard for him to get.
Ahí viene lo bueno, güey.
And I feel like that also helps too because with social media right now, you gotta promote your music in a way también. And, what better way to talk to people in English and then put your song in Spanish? It's a crazy thing,
Yeah.
and that's kind of what my goal is. Obviously Spanish radio right now is not what it was 10, 20 years ago. So my goal is to bring it back in a way where it's Spanglish in a way. So obviously my Spanish is not the best in a way. So obviously I want to be a way anybody can listen to Spanish radio and still be able to fucking listen to the music though. So so that's my goal to change the industry.
Yeah.
Plus it's gonna be tough, but that's my idea, my thing, bro.
Hell yeah, bro. No, pues es que para allá va todo ese pedo, güey. This whole bilingual stuff, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard. I mean, hardcore.
Mm-hmm.
Para allá va todo.
Well, I think there's definitely gonna be a space for it because more and
yeah,
more
bro.
it's becoming more and more of a norm, So you're gonna be all right. You're
Yeah,
definitely
bro.
heading in the
Thank
right
you.
fucking direction for sure.
Thank you, bro.
Anything you got coming up that you're excited about?
Same old, bro. Ahorita, kind of just rocking it with either if it's not an event at the Plaza Garibaldi or Rose Martin or stuff like that. Kind of just hosting privadas or regular stuff right now. Keeping it low. Still trying to get my name out there. I just went to go put in my custom suit order. So ya when I go host, I kind of look más profesional y todo eso. So I can look-
Yeah.
It's because man, like
How
look,
is it? Like, what do you mean?
like looking at los picudos and their fucking trajes, I'm like, man, that's so fucking badass. Like, I want one. I want my own custom. Que dice picudos in the bag y todo eso. But no, I've been wanting one. Like I don't know how long, but yeah, but I've been wanting one with my logo on the bag y todo eso. Just to kind of stand out. Look nice on stage y todo eso. Play the part.
Como un
you know?
saco, pues.
Como un saco,
Sheesh.
Yeah. especially too like a lot of these younger guys too are starting to get going back into the trajes era, and I seen like a couple years ago like that wasn't really a thing. Like everybody would kind of just kind of wear like whatever. Nowadays they're kind of going back to the trajes and
My
like,
compa still here. Where's his?
¿A
You
poco
got
sí?
it right there. Los
I
viejones.
thought, oh, I see it
Viejones,
over
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah.
Colgado,
He rocks
hijo de
it all the
chingada.
time.
I rock it here. Whenever I get cold. Tráemelo, hijo de la chingada ahorita.
What do you think?
Wow.
Because there's some groups in Chicago that say that they don't like wearing it, and there's other ones that say like they like it because it makes them look more professional and more like. So what is your perspective on it? You think they should wear it or they shouldn't? Or
Look, bro, I think it all depends.
He's the
where
one
they're
that
gonna-
changed the fucking style. This guy right here.
I think it all depends where they're gonna play at, bro.
Ah,
I think I was one of the first guys that started not wearing trajes, man.
really?
You fucked
Yeah.
it up, dog.
I remember taking the portada, and we're not wearing trajes. And trajes, they're like, "What are you doing?" This was Banda Real, and we're just wearing like whatever the fuck we wanted, you know. I remember that I played a gig once at Apollo's Meeting, and I was wearing a beanie, and everybody was looking at me like I was a fucking idiot, bro. Like, why is this guy singing with a beanie? And then I went to El Rey, and it was a Chicago beanie. Nobody fucking wore a beanie, way. Like, and I wore a beanie, way. I don't give a fuck.
Sweating like a motherfucker.
Sweating, güey. Sweating my ass off, güey.
But a gusto?
Pero a gusto y
Con
como
ese
like
estilo.
I wanted to wear that, yeah.
Yeah.
I would
What are
wear
your
it.
What are your guys' thoughts right now on like how the industry is? Because I know when my dad was in high school, he would tell me that he went to like an all black high school. My dad.
That's probably when I went to high school too, right?
My dad went to Proviso
Yeah,
East.
my age.
So when he came, he said that like there was only like a few Mexicans like in the school with us, so but like most of the time like you would get clowned for listening to Mexican music and stuff like that. So, how do you guys feel about that now? That nowadays like high schoolers and middle schoolers and stuff like that are now like growing up and like listening to like this era of music and seeing like it's cool to embrace being Hispanic and listening to Spanish music and todo eso.
Oh, I think it's badass.
But that's
Again.
exactly what it is. That people are embracing it now, The whole, even like the whole Cub movement, everybody
know,
makes
right?
fun of it,
Yeah.
but it's kind of like cool, like these dudes got their funny little haircuts and they don't care. Like, we're cuz, it's all good.
They already know, wait. We're with them. We're with the guys with the haircut.
No, yeah, and that's part of the reason why I like doing all the kermeses and stuff, and right there in Berwyn and Cicero, because I grew up there, so it's part of giving back to the community and stuff like that. Y también, in a way, it gets good. This last one that we just had in Our Lady of the Mount right there in Cicero, it got so packed that the doors closed at 7 and stuff like that, and it's like damn, it has to stop.
The young generation, right?
Young generation of people, and I'm just like, man, like this is badass stuff like that. And I even seen a few people that I went to high school with who were like, man, like what the hell are you listening to? In the damn crowd, I'm like, what are you guys doing here now? Trying to listen to this music. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I see you and shit.
Bro, right now it's fucking going through a great movement, bro.
Yeah,
I keep
bro.
telling everybody, you guys take advantage of this movement. As far as like, there's so many parts to that success or to that progression of culture and shit. We're talking music. Now the bands have a fan base,
Yeah.
Before,
It's
the
kinda just
band,
the
it was
local
very
scene.
tough to be a fan base with no fucking internet. Like, it's just different.
Yeah, gotta get your shit out there,
Now
you
there's
know,
a fan base. Cada grupo tiene su fan base. It's an event. It's a festival. The festivals nowadays are not like the festivals back in our day. Like, now you got screens. You got badass bands.
Yeah.
A shit ton of bands. Obviously festivals are free. So all of that, gangs are not as big of an issue as they were back in the day, bro. Back in the day, there was a festival, ya putazos, güey.
Yeah.
Because you knew that this gang was going to cross there's a fucking festival over here. All we got to do is cross Boulevard, and the fucking families would be scared to even be there at night. Otro pedo, güey.
Yeah. That's
Everything is just progressing, which is good.
Yeah, bro. It's crazy cool because when I started my radio show and I had the idea of inviting grupos onto my show, like I would never go out. My idea of going out to listen to live music would be going to Nueva Vallarta and listening to music there while going to eat and stuff like that. But it was crazy because my third episode I had K-Bros on there. And I'm like, damn, like, this is one of like Chicago's like, top groups right now, and they want to come onto my show. I'm like, it's a badass feeling, todo eso. And like the first time I heard them play live was in front of me in the studio. It was crazy. Like, you know, getting into the yapas. That's when I started. I feel like after that, I was like, well, damn, man, let me see what else is out here talent wise, and I got hooked onto it, man. It's a beautiful thing here, the talent scene in Chicago. It's you know, that's part of why I do it too, because I want to, you know, be the person who gets the talent and like finds it out there. Because I'm tired of listening to fucking music from California, from Texas, todo eso, because obviously there's a shitload of talent here, you know, waiting to be found. And pues that's my goal, you know, to help people in the world, you know, realize that aquí in Chicago, like, sí hay talento.
Yeah.
And, you know, also share, because once one blows up, all the other ones are going to fucking blow up también, bro. That's my vision.
Being that you see it with these, like a fresh pair of eyes, right? Because even when like we did Nazo and Memo, it's kind of like a fresh pair of eyes, right?
Yeah.
Like how you see how it is. And I mean, pienso que así es como está most of the, you know, this generation is
Sí.
like that with that.
I feel like nowadays, like, I mean, even like with like other people, like I've seen a lot of people start going to college and stuff like that too, and go out there for studies and shit. Like, you know, when obviously our parents, you know, they couldn't, so you know that's why we're doing it, bro. And it's a badass thing. You're seeing everybody, you know, all the raza, you know, eat and everything in a way, you know, que todos comemos, you know, badass.
Yeah, bro. Fucking, the music's going through a great fucking
Yeah, bro.
scene
For sure.
right now, güey. Y aquí también, bro, y a lo que tú estás viendo with the fresh pair of eyes, you know, and I say it because you kind of just got introduced to
Sí, sí, sí.
to the scene, right? As far as music, what do you think is missing in the Chicago scene, though, when you compare them to the LA groups and Texas groups, like?
Honestly, bro, it's just the clout, bro. Like honestly, like everybody wants to get signed, or everybody did want to get signed to Rancho Mille and Dell Records and stuff like that. That was the dream, you know. Well, I remember when I would grow up in high school and shit, and I would see like my friends posting covers of them on their guitar and shit. That would be like their tags and shit, like oh Rancho Mille, Dell Records and shit. They would try to get like noticed and stuff like that. Nowadays, I feel like you know anybody can pick up a guitar. I see all these young groups, 15, 14-year-olds that are playing the guitar and stuff like that, and learning through YouTube. It's crazy, bro. I mean, honestly, Chicago music industry right now is in a good place, bro. Because I mean, right now they got the live videos coming up right now. Like I said, everybody's wearing the trajes and stuff like that. They got all that shit coming back and everything like that. So I feel like it's creating a new wave here, bro. And it's just waiting for, like I said, TikTok to help it in a way blow up. You know.
Yeah.
I really like this young guy. His name is El Malo. I don't know if you guys have heard of him or seen him, but man, El Malo. He's,
El Malo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a young kid, younger than me. He's I think 18, 19. Man, I just see like when I had him on my radio show like for the first time in April. He had just came out with his first song, and I'm like, man, this guy's got talent. Yeah, pues like a year later he came out with like his new song El Batman y todo eso. Y esa canción like pegó like really nice, you know, with the charchetas, the style of what it is now and everything. I'm like, this is the future, bro. I'm like, my kids are growing up looking up to him nowadays, and it's crazy, bro. How it's just working nowadays, you know?
Yeah, bro. No, es que así, and it's gonna keep growing, bro.
Yeah.
Van a salir más y más y más de a madre, bro. Fresh ass music all the time.
See, bro.
That's the one thing right now is like in the whole industry. This ain't no. Back in the day, it was like, hey, ya sacó disco El Recodo. Like, oh yeah, all right. Well, we don't expect to know until next year, if that, bro. So now it's just like fresh music all the fucking time, way.
That's what I want to see. I want to see a group in Chicago bust out that new style, that charchetas and fucking trombone and shit like that.
Yeah,
so,
bro. It's
'cause
coming
there's a
out,
bunch
bro.
of fucking kids, like you guys
Yeah.
are saying, man. There's a bunch of kids that are picking up instruments and learning them like nothing.
And especially
So,
like you said, like the charchetas and the trombone. Instead of joining a banda, they're creating this new style in a way, bro. And making new music and new genres stuff like that happen. It's crazy.
And then are you now that you mentioned banda, are you a banda guy?
Yeah,
If you
man.
had to pick between a banda norteño, what are you gonna go
Oh
with?
fuck, yeah, eso no me pongo. No,
Like for your birthday, let's just say.
which is next week.
Oh shit!
Hey.
Here we go.
oh, happy birthday! This will be out.
Yeah, this will be out
after.
on the
Or this will
birthday.
be out about next week, no?
Yeah, that's
My
right.
birthday's
next
July
week,
9th,
next
so
week.
this will be out.
Oh,
Bless
yeah.
you. Thank you
Happy
guys.
birthday.
Happy
bro.
birthday. Early. That's
No,
weird,
yeah.
huh?
If I were to pick between banda and norteño, man, it's a tough one, bro, because I'm a big corrido guy. So, when I'm looking to party, bro, I'm big corrido. That's why I'm a big fan of Secta right now and Picudos, because those guys just throw down on the corridos, man. And but no, probably norteño for right now. There's only a few bandas that I actually enjoy listening to here in Chicago, but
Yeah.
And it's because honestly, being a host and being out every like weekend and stuff like that. Not that I'm a party guy and everything. That I'm trabajando. Some girl texts me. She's like, "Man, you're always." She's like, "You're always in the streets." And I was like, "I'm like, damn." I'm like, you're making me sound
She's
like I'm
not the
out
one,
here,
bro.
with all the girls and shit. I'm like, nah. I'm like, I'm not trabajando. I'm like, don't make it seem like I'm out fucking partying and shit. I'm like, which I am, but I'm getting paid to party, you know.
A single
Hell
man, I
yeah.
presume.
Yeah, single man. I can't.
Single man, compa.
No, you can't.
Any advice
don't
for
get
this
tied
young
down.
single man?
Keep it like that.
I try to.
Keep
So,
it like that.
ladies. I'm available in like 5 years.
Now
once
you're a
once I
busy
got
guy,
my career.
bro.
Yeah,
You're a
and that's
busy
the thing,
guy.
bro.
It's gonna be
Like,
hard to,
por eso sí, and
So
ahorita
just-
oh my god.
instead of talking to one, talk to all of them.
Nowadays,
you know?
bro, I say
Beautiful.
que love doesn't exist. Nowadays, with this new generation, because I feel like people aren't.
Damn.
I just feel like people aren't mature yet, bro.
That's a little harsh right there, no?
I don't know, bro. It's because I see the.
You
I,
don't know any young guys that are in love or what?
I do, but like it's like stupid love. Like they'll get back together like 5 times and like.
Oh, so they
Yeah.
break off and get back.
yeah,
together.
bro. That's
That
what I'm
kinda
saying. Like I don't see that as a real relationship, you know. I don't know. I just feel like que el amor, yeah, it's like dying down. People, girls are fucking used to going out and fucking doing all this shit and all that and.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Love
whoa,
it,
whoa,
man.
whoa.
Love
What
it.
do you mean by that?
You know, I'm saying like just being out in la calle and todo eso, and
Yeah.
los bailes and everything like that. Like, 1 minute you'll be dancing with her and be like, damn, like I'm gonna go ask her to dance again. And she's already dancing with like another guy and making out with him and shit. I'm like, oh, well, there goes there goes the one I was gonna be with. And
Fucking
shit.
Mechudo
He's like, yeah, I've been
laughing
there
like
before.
he's seen that shit many times.
As a cameraman for Recap Mitchell, I'm pretty sure you fucking seen that, right? Hell yeah.
Yes.
It's
Y luego-
crazy.
So going back what we were
Hell
talking
yeah.
to before we started, I like, I'll be on stage and I'll get a text from a girl. Hey, vamos a bailar, vente. So I'll be like, well, si da ganas,
This
so
is the good talk.
so I'll go and I'll go and dance y todo eso. Yeah, I'm not a good dancer. I just know the fucking basic shit, not like everybody else on all the wetlas and shit.
No andas de bam,
Yeah,
bam,
nah,
bam.
a little bit, but not too much. Así como I'm fucking exaggerating. And I look like I'm dancing. Yeah, I turn, and all I see is.
Hell
And
yeah.
I'm like, oh my god, bro. Yeah, pues they'll post it like and later that night they'll post it. They're like uno con el famoso Luis and like them dancing and todo eso.
Yeah.
And I'm just
I'm
like,
gonna look up the hashtag.
yeah,
right
they'll
now,
tag
bro.
me and like I don't even want to repost it porque
No se puede.
no se puede, bailando con unas 6 esa noche y pues.
Ah, pero que es un pinche bailecito, ah.
Also, and then I put on my story. I was like, is nowadays for the younger generation, I was like, is dancing with someone considered cheating? And a lot of people were mixed about it. They were like, que sí, que no.
Wait,
And
but like, if you have a girlfriend,
that's
you
what I'm
mean?
saying. Yeah. Because I've
Wait.
seen.
I mean, it's
So, so look at. So I was at the Kermesse the other day, right? And there was this
But
girl
okay.
I went to high school with, and she was there with her man. Y me saludó. Yeah, I seen that her man was kind of like got mad off that. Yeah, she's like,
talking to
hey,
that fucking famous
Yeah.
guy.
Fuck. The
Ya
famous
valió
guys,
madre.
right?
Yeah. Hell
yeah, pues.
yeah.
She's like, hey, she's like, ¿quieres bailar una canción? And I was like, isn't that your man right there? And he's like, she's like, yeah. She's like, but he's okay with it. And I was like, in my mind, I was just like, I'm like, well, damn, she's bad. I'm like, well, and I was like, yeah. I'm like, con su permiso.
you
I'm
had
like,
to say yeah.
I'm like, con su permiso. I'm like, can we just dance a quick song? He's like, yeah. He's like, está bien, bro. He's like, échale.
Échale ganas.
And and I was like, he gave me the okay. I was like, fuck it. So, yeah, we were dancing y todo eso. And, but I'm like, yeah, I'm like, the ahí I see it right there is cheating, I mean, in a way, because, obviously girls are probably friendly nowadays and shit, but it's like, I don't know. Like, some
That
people
was-
say yes,
that
some
was
people say
more than
no.
dance then,
What
bro.
was the
What'd
poll?
you
Did
say,
you do like
bro?
a poll or what did you do?
Wait, what?
Did you ask, I'm saying?
What? I mean, what did I ask? Oh,
If it was cheating.
oh, yeah. I was like, is it cheating if you're dancing with somebody while you're with somebody already?
Yeah.
Like
And what
let's
was
say-
the reaction? Like, you
they
got
were
more
like
yeses than
more
no's or
yeses
what?
than no's. Yeah. So for example, like,
Damn.
and then I put like another scenario out there. I was like, okay, well, if let's say you go to a baile by yourself and you're dancing, is that considered cheating? And a lot of people were saying, yeah, because you're still with somebody, even though you're not actually with them. And I was like,
Scenarios, man. Like I said the other day, scenarios. say
You gotta have scenarios
You
and-
see an old friend, you know,
Okay.
like, hey, fuck you, it's
I
a
used to
friend,
dance
you
with
know.
you.
We
Like
used to
that?
dance. Fuck. We shared a song. But if you're out asking girls to dance, pues también
yeah,
girls
come
that
on,
you don't
yeah.
know,
Or if they're
that's a
asking
little
you to
pushy,
dance.
But if they're asking you to dance,
What if they're asking you to dance?
damn,
Is that
that's like a compliment. Like, fuck.
Exactly.
I guess I gotta dance.
It's crazy because nowadays the girls be asking guys to dance. I've been seeing a lot of guys, man. The other day, bro. Okay, so the first like year when I started doing hosting and stuff like that, I would drive, but like a veces me he hecho una and like un shot, so I wouldn't like to drink and drive todo eso. So I'll bring my dad with me. You know, he'd be my designated driver.
Oh yeah.
When we do-
Vámonos, pa.
and my dad would love it. He'd be like, he's like, música en vivo. He's like, vamos,
Shit,
mijo, hazlo.
your dad's still young.
Hell yeah.
Technically,
He's
you know?
my dad just hit like 42, I think. I was gonna see.
Bro, he's younger than me.
He's
I met him at
Yeah.
Rancho Guzman.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
and
You guys went to high school together too.
was-
We went to
yeah.
high school. I was his tutor and shit.
it was yeah, you know, he would come and help me. He's like, oh, and yeah, pues when I took him to like one of the bailes, I think at Azteca de Oro. He's like, oh, mijo, he's like, pinches hombres no vale madre ya, on the car ride home and shit. He's like, voy a creer, he's like, nomás andan ahí parados. He's like, back then, he's like, all the guys would go ask girls to dance, everything like that. He's like, now, he's like, the girls ask the guys to dance. Like, it's crazy. And I mean, he was telling me, he's like, it's crazy how like, he's like, mijo, ponte a bailar con unas mujeres cuando vas a los bailes. And I'm like, yeah, pero I'm trabajando pa. He's like, no, he's like, I mean, when you go out to like Rosemont Theater and like Garibaldi and shit, he's like, yo, he's like, when we seen an artist coming to town, he's like, oh, we wouldn't even like go and record them to dance. He's like, or like record them listening and enjoying it. He's like, we would go dance to us and stuff like that. I'm like, damn, like nowadays people just go.
Bailes,
Yeah.
you know, bailes, you
Yeah,
know. Now
bro.
people go for the fucking to be on the front of the
clout.
stage,
Hell yeah.
drinking a
Fucking
bottle, you know,
mess as
more-
VIP and shit,
Yeah. It's definitely way different.
Oh, see.
Yeah, I'm glad I got to see a little bit of the Duranguense scene when
Sí.
it was popping, you know, back in the day. Yeah.
Yeah, well, stay away from the women, bro.
Guayaberas.
Yeah, bro. Women are
No,
dangerous.
don't stay away.
I mean,
Oh,
the relationship.
From a rela-
There you go.
Sorry.
Come on, Juan.
Relationship.
You're giving them bad advice here.
Es que son peligros, la chingada.
For all my young guys out there watching this, make sure you guys stay focused in your studies. Don't let a girl get in between your relationships because I seen
Wear
a lot of
rubber?
guys, you know, and shit, you know, get girls pregnant and shit, and they
There you
ni
go,
modo,
see?
pues ahí van los sueños, you know, gotta fucking go work at McDonald's fucking for $15 an hour minimum to go fucking pay for the kid and shit, you know. So don't let a girl get in the way of your dreams, your success, because at the end of the day, you're there for yourself, and she's not gonna be there for you.
Oh, yeah.
Don't live in Texas
Hell no.
either.
Why not?
What's wrong with Texas?
Pues ahí you can't abort or nada de ese pedo.
Oh.
Is that the only state? Yeah, right.
You're going to just say wrap it up, you know?
That's easier, right?
Yeah. Don't live in
Put a
Texas.
condom on.
Yeah, put a condom on. That's what I said. Rubber.
We'll see.
I wear rubber.
See,
They kind of suck, though, right?
yeah, they do suck. Man. They do suck. Man.
Oh, that's badass. man.
Globitos.
There's so many. I think I've met more of my guy friends that are saying, "Oh shit, you know what, bro? Fucking, I'm allergic to rubbers." Pinches vatos bañosos, man.
Hell yeah.
Fucking 2 years left at UIC then.
2 years. Mm-hmm.
Because I also have another question on the tacos, so I'm gonna go back to that.
Okay.
But once you're done with that, hopefully a lot of shit comes through. You also, do you have like your YouTube channel and todo el pedo like Luis Sanchez?
Sí. So you guys can find me on YouTube como Radio Fuego. I've been starting to do a lot of backstage vlogs at the events. You know, get a feel for what it's like backstage, todo eso. So I've been starting to upload videos on that. So make sure you guys subscribe over there. Y
yeah.
pues yeah, that's what I've been doing over there.
And then the taco stuff, bro. How many times have you thrown up, way?
Oh man.
Pero is that honestly like you're just really bad at it, or what?
Okay, so look, I'm being completely honest. A lot of people say, "Oh no, they're not that spicy. It's fake." Todo eso.
Because it's just a bite, though.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
what I'm saying. It's a fucking bite,
It's just
right?
Pero
So-
sí le echa machín. Eso sí.
Then they
Oh,
took the
then,
shot.
yeah,
right?
yeah.
But I'm like, how spicy is it? You know?
I'm gonna think I might have to get you on the show para que veas.
No.
So obviously
Miami
the
compa
inspiration
la
from the
verga.
show came from
Valo verga ahí.
you guys seen the show Hot Ones, right? The fucking with
Yeah,
the
yeah,
ladies.
yeah.
So that's where the inspiration came from. I was like, damn, like, you know, it'd be funny to have a Mexican version of it with tacos and shit. So yeah, and it was my idea to make the show, and I'm not good with spicy food, so I'm like, oh man, yeah, like during the third episode, I was like, oh fuck, I regret this.
I fucked up.
I'm
I
like,
should've
I
picked
regret
something
this
different.
shit. But yeah, no, it's the first 2 episodes were kind of like eh. So we're gonna have to get it's the Christian from Vagos back on and Jaime from Proeza because
Oh, okay.
the full like a spice lineup wasn't like a set. You know, it was still we're still mixing and matching like hey, this one's not that spicy, this one is spicy. So we're gonna have to get them back on there because ahora sí, it truly does get spicy. I've only thrown up twice throughout the whole series.
Only way.
Only.
And the first time was when we did the video. This is like real behind the scenes shit with Mitzi Lucerito. We had a sponsor who did our tacos called La Costa Bora. Saludos all the way in Belvedere. I think we're there. Saludos. And what they did with the tacos was different because we try to get sponsors every week. So if you have a taco show, any taquerias out there, want to sponsor, let me know.
Yeah.
So they hit us up. They're like, hey, we'll make you guys tacos, and we didn't find out till the day of. They're like, hey, we have a surprise for you. You guys are good with seafood, right? And we're like, yeah, I love seafood. So what they did is they were marinating the meat and all the shrimps with like extra fucking spicy like fucking salsas and shit before like actually cooking it and shit. So they were marinating it with spicy shit. I'm like, oh fuck. So I'm like, we're putting the salsa and it's already spicy too. So I'm like, fuck. So my stomach was fucked that episode. Yeah, that's like the first time we actually debuted the new salsa too. So yeah, I didn't feel good, bro. Y luego, I was just chugging milk, bro, to get rid of the fucking the spice. And I'm like, fuck, bro. I just felt so bloated, so I was like, I gotta use a bathroom. Yeah, I'm in there. And I was taking a shit. And I'm like, I regret this. Yeah, I grabbed the trash bin. And I go, ugh, and I just see all the fucking, like, different colors of salsa, fucking little pieces of meat, some cilantro in there and shit. And then I'm like, oh, fuck. I'm like, I feel better. Yeah, the next episode we did with Gavino, también, I was just too busy sipping on milk in the tacos, and in the video you can actually see where I took a bite, I tried the salsa, and my body just absolutely rejected the salsa, and like you see like the milk like come up a little. It's still in the video, so if you guys want to see that.
I think I did see that one.
So yeah, that's only twice, bro. But what I found out now is that lemonade is the new milk. Lemonade, if you're trying to get rid of spiciness, it's lemonade. It's not milk.
Yeah, I don't know.
So if you're andas enchilado,
Yeah, definitely,
drink
'cause
lemonade. It's ácido.
Milk and salsa don't fucking shouldn't mix.
Nah, bro. If anything, I feel like the water makes it worse for sure. If you're just drinking your water, it makes it worse. Yapa's milk, it calms it down a little bit when you're just like trying to get rid of one thing. But yeah, when you're doing that, the lemonade does help a little bit. So that's why I've been doing a little bit better. Usually, like on the first 4 or 5 episodes, I'd be fucking crying and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, ahorita I've been embracing the spice more and shit. Even at home, my mom's like, oh, she's like, what I see? She's like, she make a fucking salsa. Because I would never eat salsa at home and shit either. She's like, oh, what I see? She's like, échale salsa a tu taco. And I'm like, oh, no, mama. It's only a one-time thing that I eat salsa.
Only
like,
for the show.
That's
only for the fucking show. That's it.
Yeah,
You don't sponsor me, mom.
Nah.
How much you got?
You see, bro.
Wow.
Bro, badass, bro. Congrats, man. Fucking first and foremost,
No, thank you.
fucking congrats. Everything you're doing is fucking looks great, bro.
Thank you, bro.
That's why I wanted to bring you on, talk a little bit, fucking let our people hear you, your people hear us. Pero shout out your social medias. Anybody in particular? Unos saludos.
Here's my social security number for all you guys.
Cash App.
Cash app, you know what I'm saying? If y'all want to, I hate that. When people put their fucking cash apps in their bio and shit, like people are like, nobody's gonna send you fucking
You don't think
$5.
so?
Yeah, I mean,
How many guys
Send
have a
somebody
Cash
50
App
cents.
thing on that? It's usually the women, right? I mean, no, I don't want to stereotype.
honestly, the more I see more guys that fucking put it.
Really?
Yeah, I barely see any girls put their
Who
like.
are you
cash
hanging
app.
out with?
Shit. I'm saying like whenever I screw through TikTok and shit, like I instantly click on the profile.
Oh, well, maybe
Cash
just
App
because
profile
they're
right there, shit.
transgenders. Guys, but guys,
Girls.
guy, girls.
Quien sabe. But yeah, you guys can find me on Instagram. Like I said, the real Luis Sanchez, the fake Luis Sanchez, ya no está. He's over there in Guanajuato. También Radio Fuego, I run that page también. Y pues yeah, stay tuned with Ta Cabrón. Next season coming around the corner, and we want to get bigger and better artists, that are coming out of town y todo eso. We already got Los Huracanes del Norte lined up for the next season, so
Badass.
so I'm excited for that one. That one's gonna be badass. When I interviewed them, I'm like, because one of the guys here from Chicago, Chuy, so it was Échale mi Chuy. He was on there, And I was like, oh, I'm like, usted si jala pa unos taquitos? I'm like, yo disparo. He's like, oh, sí. She's like, sí, ha visto tu programa. He's like, sí, yo quiero. He's like, probaron los taquitos. I'm like, pero sí tan, like, it's spicy. I'm like, are you sure? He's like, he's like, he points to his wife. He's like, she doesn't make that spiciness. So she's like, I got it, you know. So I'm like, okay, we'll see.
Hell
But
yeah.
yeah, so season 2, yeah, we're trying to get, famous artists, todos esos, influencers, todo eso. So we're excited, bro. We're excited, staying on top of things. Y pues, yeah, Are we done? Is this the end of
We're almost going to be done, yeah.
Okay, so I could be like, stay tuned because, this is not the first or it's not the last time you'll be seeing me. Like I said, I'll be at your events. Anything you guys need, any voiceovers. I know you got Jesse El Granote already, but, coming up, it's called Luis Sanchez, a.k.a. Jesse Granote, my stepdad. My business dad. We were at Michelada Fest. I was like, "What's up, Dad?"
My business dad.
Oh, yeah.
I like that shit.
My industry dad.
Badass way.
Well, it's someone good to look up to. For
Tell you what,
sure,
yeah,
bro.
He speaks highly of you.
Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you, Jesse. Appreciate you. Thank you for taking me under your wing. Thank you.
Big ass wing.
bear. I think about it more like a bear fucking
like a
paw.
bear
like,
hug,
yeah,
actually.
like a bear hug. Every time I
Taking me
hug
under your
Jesse,
paw.
His
Yeah.
bear and his cub.
yeah.
Has he made out with you?
You're like a cub,
yet, no.
for
No?
sure.
Has he kissed you?
Not yet. No.
Anywhere?
No, not yet.
Not even. Because
No, not
he's,
yet.
he's famous for the kiss really close to
Kiss
the
in the
ear.
ear?
It
No,
starts
not
in
yet.
the ear, goes
Has-
to the
has-
cheek,
Yeah.
In the mouth.
gets the corner of the mouth.
He's got you in the corner of the mouth. He has
Oh,
got me. I
yeah,
always
bro.
turn.
I always turn.
Because
He's going for
it's
it.
because
He's
because
going
yeah,
for it.
because Jesse, he's a big guy, so he's a little bit of a sweaty guy. So when you hug that motherfucker, you're gonna get a little sweat on you, So I make sure to turn as much as possible. I love Jesse. I love
To
his
get a lot of
hugs.
sweat on.
Yeah, but I also don't want his sweat all over my face.
Man, that episode where you guys made him take off his shirt.
Oh,
The guac
yeah.
pan, that was
The
the
guac
guac
pan,
pan,
that shit was
yeah.
funny.
He takes off his shirt all the time. Way.
Yeah.
Really?
Just a FYI. Yeah, like if he would be here, he'd be
He'd probably be shirtless right now.
He's
Yeah.
like that fucking basketball player. What's his name? The black dude?
Oh, Shaq?
Oh, wow. Wow, Cobb.
What?
The fucking NBA is not 87% fucking black.
Steven Jackson? Is that him? Or J.R. Smith?
Oh,
J.R. Smith is.
Oh, yeah, he always likes to take up his shirt right
Jesse J.R. Smith, way. No, man. He just needs to be
don't
tatted
care.
up, way.
oh God.
Somebody fucking sponsor a
And 3
tat.
times smaller. 4 times smaller.
And have a good jump shot.
And then
¿Cómo,
let's go
Bart?
on.
¿Cómo vio el pedo, güey?
Oh, man, I fucking love it, bro. Well, we haven't really met like that, but I do see the hustle in you, bro. And I definitely know that you're going to get somewhere far because, you're already in, 2 years fucking have made a huge fucking jump in what you're fucking doing, bro. So I'm excited to see, man. I'm excited to see, bro. Keep doing everything you're doing, bro.
Thank you, bro. No, thank you guys for having me. Really appreciate the invitation for letting me come on here and share a little bit about my story and share, what my goals and my dreams are, for the people who are curious about me and haven't met me yet, but still know who I am yet.
Hell yeah, bro.
So
Bro, we wanted to talk to you, bro. I don't think it's going to be the last time we talk.
think so, bro.
We're going to be here. You're from the area too, bro. So it was, wanted to get out here first and talk to you before you fucking get busier and shit.
thank you guys.
Pero yeah, bro.
Hopefully.
Thank you very much, bro.
Primeramente Dios.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Go follow my guy, bro.
The
It's
real.
Los Pinch Taquitos. The
Not
real.
fake, not the
Luis
fake,
Sanchez. Not
the
the fake.
real Luis Sanchez.
The real
Y
one.
Radio Fuego. And thank you guys for all the support. You guys have always shown me. Thank you once again to Casa Humilde Cervecería.
Yes, sir.
This is fire. Ya no bien.
¿Sí le gustó o no le gustó?
Oh, sí. I'm like,
Mi copa Fry, mi copa Mechudo, muchísimas gracias, viejones.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you very much. Another episode con Puros Compas. Ya se la saben. Read a book.